Warning, this video is intended for adult collectors. It contains plastic collectibles, questionable opinions, and someone who shouldn't have disposable income. This is not a test. This is a random review.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the TJOmega channel, and welcome back to the review stage. So, last week I promised that I was going to do 2 metal Cardbot reviews, and then only managed to get to 1 because major stuff started dropping and we had to talk about it. So, instead, we're going to be talking about the second toy I intended to review today. 1 week late, better late than never. It's Tachy from Metal Cardbot W. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that name right because I haven't seen the cartoon to know exactly how, but it's only 5 letters. How wrong can I be? So, Tachy is done as a very, very cool yellow sports car. It's the perfect shade of yellow, just like a tiny bit of orange thrown in to give it some depth, and it's not blindingly yellow, and I love to see it. Like, it gives it so much more cool look to it. You know, it's not, like, annoying in any fashion. It's pretty big, too. Like, right off the bat, let me just pull in, like, here is a deluxe Bumblebee. It's a little older, so a Studio Series is going to be, like, a little bit smaller than this one. But you get the idea here. So an old school deluxe is still no match for the size of Tachy. She's more like an old school Voyager if those had ever been done as cars. They're usually trucks, tanks, jets, etc. But yeah, you get the idea. She is a big old lady. She's a big lady. So I love the aesthetic. I love the design style. She is cheetah based, so the yellow and the black makes sense. And it's done up in a very, very nice way. Obviously, the one detail it's hard to ignore are the eyes. Yes, it's a little bit Cars or Go Onger, depending on your fandom. I don't mind it, though. It gives these cars in the vehicles character. And character is what this toy line does best. You'll see that in the robot mode. Remember when everyone went nuts over this on socials when it came out? Yeah, we'll go over why when we get there. But no, it's a fantastic looking piece. I love the black going down the center of the hood into the white hood scoop for contrast. And then weaving through, this is all sculpted to look like exhaust pipes going all the way out to the side. It's a great little trick of layering. Looks really, really nice. Yeah, and then I like these little spots, because they look like something you'd see on a high-end sports car, just like little detail pieces to make it look a little bit more involved than it actually is, but it lends itself to the cheetah aspect of the character, which is a very, very cool little touch. Yeah, and then the only little blemish here is the white down the side. That's because of part of her transformation. We will get to that when we get to it. I don't think it's terrible, though. They did manage to dot in white in other areas, so it just kind of looks like it's blending the colors around the toy. Don't mind that at all. Other aspects to it, I like the spoiler in the back. Here's what I really like. The fact that there's transformation specifically for hiding all the junk in the back. And some of the transformation, like if you've never seen this toy before, this is going to do something cool here in the rear. Also, translucent orange insert here. Not just the whole quarter panel then painted yellow. And then same over here, the blue is also a translucent insert. Looks so good, and I don't have to fear the clear plastic. Yeah, just fantastic looking vehicle overall. Oh, and guess what? Pinned wheels means she spins beautifully. Yeah, that's a lot of rolling that toy is going to do. Don't get to see that with mushroom-pegged wheels on Transformers these days. Now, we need to get this girl into robot mode so you can see what all the hype is about. Now, I will say she's not the answer to RC we've been waiting for, because in order to accomplish her transformation, she does have to part form. So this is going to come in handy. It's going to come in handy in a bit, but for now, I'm just going to fold the door into the fender like so. Like that. And we're going to come back to that in a minute. For now, let us get more of her transformed. These are going to become her arms, which is cool to think that part of the hood was actually the arms. It's kind of obvious once you see it, but I don't know. I kind of like that they used it. And then we need to get the legs unfolded. Go down here, make sure they are unpinned from the quarter panels, and just get those out of the way. All this is going to have to split. And then this is the tail. I love that the tail actually incorporated into the rear section of the vehicle mode. And it wasn't just like a thing hanging off of the robot mode. It's a cool little thing to do. All right, and for this, I need to unclip the rear bumper, fold these up so we can get that bit folded in. It gives me the room I need to get her legs out, and then fold the feet down and rotate them forward like so. All right, now, there we go. All of this is going to become the backpack, so we need to fold this over like that. The hood scoop is going to come up. It's all on a double hinge, if I can get it forward like this. And then the backpack's going to all fold up together like so. Hides the eyes. Oh, just put your bra on. That's indecent, lady. All right. Move the arms down. Get the fists rotated into their proper position. Without rotating the arms, thank you. Don't make me look silly. I can do that all on my own. And just make sure her feet are balanced before we call it a transformation. So yeah, that's Tachy in robot mode. And yeah, she's just nice. Like, it's a very clean transformation. Yes, there had to be some part forming involved. It's a little bit unfortunate, but it is necessary in this case because, well, frankly, if you're going to strike a female silhouette and still turn it into a car, you're going to end up with a backpack or some kind of kibble. But that said, we did do a lot to make sure that her kibble is minimized. I'm going to go ahead and raise that up to give her knees a little bit more room as well. Now, fortunately, you can store these away on the backpack, so just make sure everything is lined up here correctly, and then just kind of peg it into the side. Yeah. Just like that. Does make her a little bit more back heavy, but she's actually pretty stable. She has a lot of ratchet joints going into her, so she actually does manage to maintain her posture pretty well. Though here is a little bit, it's a little bit insecure. I will adjust accordingly. But no, she's a fantastic looking bot when she hits robot mode. Absolutely love the look of it. And yeah, fun, simple transformation. So let me give you the example of the head. You see the eyes from the vehicle mode have carried over. That's the part of the personality I really, really like. Just the idea that the same eyes exist in both forms. That's great. I also love the little details that have gone in here. These sides are painted with orange. You see the orange crest in the middle. Eyes for the cheetah helmet. Individual, like, painted lines. I love that the cheetah's eye lines go all the way down her faceplate as well. That's such a good little touch and detail. Aside from that, you've got this nice mix of black and yellow across her body. She still carries a few more little bits to remind you cheetah. So she has little dots here and there. But you also do not miss out on the orange. She puts that everywhere and still breaks it up a little bit with the white. And then a little bit of translucent there for a central crystal. Like to see that. Yeah, it's just very, very nicely done. Now, you'll note cheetah. So she's actually got running shoes on. That's such a cool little detail. That's such a nice little bit of personality in the design of the character. It's what I really love about the metal Cardbot toys, is that they have this character built into the design, you know, like a Vortex here. Okay, he can be a cool looking robot to you. Who is he? Do you know who he is? Because otherwise, you probably just think, if you don't know him from the show or comic book, like, he's just a basic robot guy. Her, I can tell style, I can tell fit, I can tell she is a runner and an athletic character, right from just the way she looks and the way she's decorated. It's a fantastic little way of conveying a character. And it's something Transformers lacks these days, which is kind of unfortunate. Okay, so before we get into other features, well, for the sake of just getting some space and making sure I don't have to worry about weight and balance and all that. We're going to take those off, and I'm going to show you articulation now. The head is ball jointed, and it has plenty of up and down room as well, so you can move it left, right, up, down. Hear this. Double ratcheted universal shoulders. Love to hear it. Biceps 360, 90 degree bend on the elbow, ball jointed wrist. You saw she actually has an, thanks to the transformation, you can actually adjust her chest if you actually want her to look up at something. You also get a full waist rotation. Let's check out the thigh rotation. Double ratcheted universal joint again. Even the thigh rotation is ratcheted. The knee is a double knee, and the lower knee is ratcheted. You have ankle tilt as well in all directions, and the back and forth ankle also ratcheted, but it can rotate 360 degrees as well. It's just all around, just like, yeah, she is made to pose. Now, obviously, her proportions gave the internet ideas. And you can't avoid that, unfortunately. But that's part of what made people go off. But also, she's a toy female transforming character that is actually using the chunks of the vehicle mode as part of the robot mode. She's not just hiding her robot underneath a car. She is properly transforming. Yes, there is some part forming involved, but I think I accept that more than I do just this massive backpack hanging off of her frame, because the part forming does not affect her ability as a toy nearly as much as having this massive car shell folded up behind our seat. But that said, there is more use to her kibble, because something that's acceptable for extra parts and part forming in Transformers is for it to be a weapon. So I'm going to show you what this can do, but first we need to get to her card. Now, the card itself, you see see the chrome emblem there on the front. So we have to take off the card to unlock her extra parts. And there you see the full artwork of Tachy, looking fantastic. You get an idea of what we're about to see. So for these, go ahead and split them apart, and then start unfolding pieces, and we are going to get what is essentially a pair of running boots. But not just any old pair of running boots. These actually have a considerable amount of extra function to them. So let me get the other one unfolded really quick here, as I try very quickly to remember how to correctly get this unfolded. Let's remember the heel spurs. We'll need those will be very important in a second. It would help if I remember to extend these. Okay, now properly extended. Now I've got that in just the right spot. I'm going to rotate this up. Until this little tab can clip into the toe of her foot. So right about there. And then that closes up to secure everything in place. Yeah, and that gives you one big old shoe. We're going to do that on the other side as well. Going to be a little bit quicker about this one so you get the idea. Come on. There we go. Now, for these components, for what used to be her door, I'm going to get these unfolded like that. And these are going to attach onto her forearms as bigger claw weapons. So now she's got cat paws, which is already kind of cool. Again, more being very thematic. Love to see this. And then to finish it off, something I didn't point out, it's a battle mask, revealing more cheetah spots on the helmet. That gives you Tachy in a powered up mode. So a lot of these metal Cardbots come with these extra components that will give them additional cannons or some kind of like weapon, maybe wings. Tachy's is incredibly unique because it all plays into the idea that she is a runner. The speed aspect of a Cheetor is the personality and the function of her added abilities as a robot. So you get these massive additional parts to her legs to kind of emphasize the fact that she is going to run faster than any robot you've ever seen. And it makes her absolutely enormous. You know, let me give you the recent Swerve figure and point out that she's twice the height of a Minibot Deluxe. I will have a Tarn while we're at it. She's taller than a Voyager. She's taller than a leader class toy. Like, this is crazy. She's a big lady. She is a very big lady. But it's so cool. And again, like, you get the added weapon parts as well to just give her a lot more. And what I love about this is that all of this is integrated like really well, so that like she still has an ankle tilt. So she can still get into balanced poses. She's not really losing any posability for having this additional part set, which just makes it so much better. Like, and it's such a drastic change. Like, it really does just change the overall vibe of the character. Like, it looks like she's just gotten super serious. Yeah, I love that, how much the personality just screams through this toy. So yeah, I'm just going to keep gushing at this point. So we're going to have to cut it off here. Your view's long enough already. But yeah, that's Metal Cardbot W Tachy. And yeah, if you haven't noticed, kind of enamored with the Korean transforming lines right now. And I keep hooking friends on them. But no, these have been a fantastic and refreshing experience. And again, it's aspects of this I wish were still in Transformers today. So that's my 2 bits for the day. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.
Hello everyone, I am Astral Agent Magnetar, a Tokusatsu VTuber, and I am streaming 4 times a week over on Twitch, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday afternoons, and a special late night one on late Friday/early Saturday. So come watch, come hang out, and let's make an impact together.